Cyclonus, I'm tired of this. We should be ruling these Autobots.
Yes, Master, I agree. We should be ruling these Autobots.
But it's Scourge's incompetence that always causes us the victory.
Mighty Galvatron.
Oh, it's you. What do you want?
My sweeps and I have secured the matrix of leadership from the Autobots.
This is too good to be true. Give it to me.
As you command, Galvatron.
Now, the Decepticons shall rule the universe and... What?
Give back the matrix.
Ah! No, it's impossible. A ghost.
Give back our matrix, Galvatron.
No, it is my matrix now.
Please, Mighty Galvatron, listen to what they say.
Get off me, you fool. I'll not be bullied like ghosts.
Give back the matrix. Yes, give it back. Give it back.
Give it back.
Give it back, Galvatron, or I'll throw my poop at you.
Never!
It's the choice of a new generation, Galvatron.
Did Prime just whore himself out to Pepsi?
Give us back the matrix.
How did Prime get so huge? What? There's too many of them.
Give us back the matrix.
Okay, you win. Here, take it and get rid of it.
No, Mighty Galvatron.
You coward. Fine. Scourge, since you found this, you take it and you get rid of it.
But Galvatron.
All that power. I said now!
Yes, Mighty Galvatron. The fool! Does he not know what kind of power he's letting go of? I'll take it for myself and I'll rule all the Decepticons.
No, you won't.
Oh no.
Greetings everyone and welcome to Review Time. I'm iSlip and today I'm going to be doing a sort of, I guess, a late review. It's a figure that I got, when did I get this guy? Probably about a month or two ago. And I mean he came out, I think, at the beginning of the year or late last year. And it took forever for him to show up in the store, so I never actually got him. But today I'm going to review him, so yeah. I'm going to be doing a review on Transformers Generation Scourge. Yes, I said Scourge. Most people say Scourge, but if you look at the old G1 cartoons, everyone called him Scourge. So, that's what I'm going to call him, and then you can see my light right there, my light source. Sorry about that. But, yeah, so he's been updated. He turns into a flying wing kind of bomber thing. Now, normally I'd have a problem with it, except that there's actually something that exists that looks a lot like this. I forgot what it's called. If I remember to, I'll find a picture or link a YouTube video, somebody else's YouTube video that has it. Well, I probably won't do that, but you know, I'll find a picture or something. But except I don't think that it turns blue and white, which actually sort of makes sense for something flying in the sky to be blue and white, because when you look up at the sky, you've got blue for the sky and you've got clouds. So this would actually theoretically blend in a lot better than having, say, a green camouflaged thing flying in the air, or a big piece of black flying, you know. So, yeah, so he turns into this wing thing, and he's got sort of landing gear right here. Let's see if I can bring it in a little bit. So, yeah, I don't know what I was talking about, to be honest with you, so I'm just going to have to keep going. Anyway, so he turns into this wing thing, and I guess they didn't want to make a flying surfboard. That's okay, I guess. I mean, I honestly didn't like that idea. I can see where... Let's screw this. That's not what I meant to say. Zoom this in. And move the light back some. Oops, sorry. And you can see right there, up there, you can see where they cut from the sprue, and over there. And you know what? I noticed that Hasbro's been kind of being real sloppy with that lately. I mean, yeah, there's more stuff. See, sprue cuts up there by the turbine. If you're gonna charge us an arm and a leg, well, okay, maybe not an arm and a leg, but if you're gonna charge us extra and give us less, because that's what they've started doing, then the least they can do is give us, I don't know, better paint apps. You know, maybe sand the figure down some. You know, don't give us a half-painted figure and then charge us more than you would have for a full-painted figure last year. So, zip. So there's lots of nice little detail in here. Maybe getting a little bit of a wash in there might bring it out more, but there's that. Oh, this is what I was going to show you. You can actually pop the head up like this so that he's in flying wing mode with his head out. Actually, to be honest with you, if I took these wings off, this would make a fairly decent surfboard design, but I'm not going to do that. But yeah, he can poke his head out, and it's very articulate. And so he can do that just like he did on the OG1 show. Show you, he's got his weapons store in his wings, for those who already haven't seen a review on this. So you just pop, oh, sorry. Okay, fold the wing this way and pop it open, and there you go. Here's one of his weapons. This is the weapon I was looking for anyway. He comes with two weapons. His other weapon stores in this wing. Come here. So, well, I'll set that to the side for now. So I'll need to get it out anyway at some point. But yeah, you can take out his weapon, and it does have a little 3mm clip. I guess that's what they call it. I don't know. You can clip it onto the top of his head, so he can fly around with his gun like that. You know, you could put the head down and just have the gun like that. Pick it up, and he can shoot around while he's strafing you. And he has clip points underneath as well. It's got one here and one here. And you could just take this, I guess, stick it under there. So he has underside cannon, so he can, you know, strafe the ground. So yeah, I don't think there's any other clip points on him. So yeah, that's that for his, what, shoe. That's it for his, oh, my light source does not want to behave today. Okay, hold on one second. Conspiring. Things are conspiring to ruin this. And I will not have it. So, we'll put that to the side. And try to transform him in the light without getting shadows all up and everything. So, he was really difficult to transform into this mode. I only did it just so I could show you this mode and transform him back. He's pretty nifty. He is nice, but I don't know what I did with the instructions to him, so I had to look at the box and hope that I didn't twist something the wrong way. So I'm going to flip these down like that for now. And see if I can tilt the camera down some. There we go. And I'm trying not to burn myself because the light is right there next to my hand, and this thing is really hot. So we'll do that. And I think we can separate the whole, section. We'll just separate it for now. Get that out the way. We'll take the arms, the turbines, the jets, whatever. We'll go them out just a little bit and start turning them just a little bit. So we can get in here and pop that up. So we can separate everything. So that's basically what you're going to do. You're going to start separating everything up. And you're going to take this and start pulling. You pull it down like that. You pull this one out like that. And then... Now, how did I do this before? There's that. Oh yeah, I think you have to pull this again too. There we go. And push down up at the top and pull at the same time. Rotate. That's it. Rotate. You have to rotate this down, and that's the only way to get it out. Unplug that for a minute. Just let it dangle there between his legs for now. I'm going to take this part and just go like that and pull his head up. Might as well get that out the way. So now you've got this weird looking doohickey. So then you're going to come over here and should we transform the arms yet? No, let's not transform the arms. Let's come back here and we're going to rotate this part around, and this part plugs, like these parts right here plug right there, and then this part right here is going to go right through there. So we'll go ahead and do that now and get that out of the way, and then we'll worry about the wings in a minute. So now we'll take care of Scourge's arms. Scourge, excuse me. So you take this part here and you split it like that, and then you pull it out like that, and it rotates. Then you just rotate that down, and you push the arm back in, the shoulder tabs in, or this part of the shoulder tabs into there, and there's a little switch at the bottom here. Go ahead and push that up, and that reveals his hands, which are molded in sort of a fist, which is okay, but they're also pointy with red tips like he had in the cartoon. So he's got his, what do you call that stuff that girls use? He has his nail polish. So we'll do this again. We'll separate that and pull that out like that and rotate this around. And let's see if I can show you this time. There's a peg right there. Goes into that slot right there. And then we go and put it back in like that, and then slide out the hand like so. Oh, this thing is difficult to do over here. And then this, we'll just turn the feet backwards, and then move this up, this whole section up, and it locks in the chest section. And we'll rotate the waist around so that this flap is in the back. Tab everything back in because of course it all untabs itself. Put that butt flap up so it's there, and that is for the most, nope, I was going to say that is for the most part it, but I forgot to finish transforming the wings. So that's probably why it's doing this. So you're going to have to split the wings open down here. So we'll do that. Split the wings open split the wings open and put that on like that. And then you can do something. What is it that we can do with these? Hold on one second. Ah, okay. So then they're out like that. Turn them around and you fold in the pieces like so. Fold in, like, you'll fold this piece in, and while you're folding it, you'll be folding the bigger piece out and flush and flat onto whatchamacallit. So then the wings look something like this, and then you just rotate them. You can rotate them down, and you can have them open or closed. I think I prefer them closed, and I don't know why. This thing does not like to stay pegged in, but give me a second. And there is your Scourge. Scourge. It's pretty nice. I like to just keep this folded up. It's just a little neater. And then just push everything back in because it likes to come unpegged. And unfortunately mine is a little floppy in some of the joints. The joints are loose, and that's nothing new. There's nothing new. It's a little back heavy, so he tends to tip backwards, so you have to sort of bend his legs in a very anime style, and then he'll stand. And there we go. And there is Scourge in robot mode. And he's pretty neat. He's pretty nice. I can actually see somebody repainting this and making it an Alpha Trion. Just maybe remolding part of the head. And this could be a decent Alpha Trion. This could also be a Vector Prime. Take that off completely. And maybe file down the mustache. And that could be a Vector Prime. And this really does evoke the Generation 1 Scourge. Very much so. Now, he comes with two weapons. He comes with this. Let's zoom it in. There we go. So he comes with this weapon that's all folded up, and you can just unfold it like that, and then you can peg it into his fist hand thing, like so, and try not to make him flop. And then this you can peg onto, if you want, onto his head. Let's see, is there anything else you can do with it? I think it transforms. Wrong way. Yeah, it transforms. So you can, whoops. You can wait for it to focus. You can take this clip and rotate it, and a peg comes out. And now he can dual wield. Now he can dual wield. If you want, you could take this out and transform it back into, you know, clip gun mode. And then there's a point where you can clip it up right here. And then he kind of looks like he has his target master, or a target master. It looks really neat. Yeah. So he's pretty cool. He is pretty cool. I like this figure a lot. Despite not being able to stand right, and despite that his alt mode doesn't really... I mean, it's a nice modern update, but I think I would have rather have had the flying surfboard thing. So there's Scourge, and let's get his teammate in here. Give me a second. And the police are doing something in where I live. Hold on. Let's see if I can... See? Alright. Somebody's getting arrested or something, I guess. And there's my ceiling. So, anyway. So like I was saying, yeah, so you can get him up there, and you can get his buddy Cyclonus in the mix, and they look really good. Cyclonus stands really tall, and I think in the cartoon they were about the same height, but I like that Cyclonus stands taller than him. Cyclonus is, he's bigger, but he feels sleeker. He feels, Scourge feels, more, not that he feels more powerful, but he feels more brutish. Yeah. What's that? I'm such an idiot. Okay. So, there's that, and, because I just like to have a complete set, I have my own little Galvatron guy here. The Universe Galvatron. I've made some, I don't want to say modifications, but I've made some alterations. I've pulled off the tank bits in the back, so he no longer transforms into a tank. But on the show, he didn't really transform that often, so that's fine. So they look pretty good together when Galvatron doesn't want to end up looking silly. So, there we go. So we've got, all three of them. And I'd get Unicron, but to be honest with you, this is just way too big. He's just way too big to deal with that. So, but yeah. So, before I forget, here is his tech spec card. So you can see his strength is 10, which, that's impressive. He's pretty high in intelligence and speed, with 9s. Endurance is 10. His rank is 8. His courage is 10. His fire blast is 9, and his skill is 8. So he's actually... Recon Jet Mode is what he's called. So, his bio reads as such. Let's see if I can get it. Little is known about the origin of the immensely powerful hunter known as Scourge. He rarely speaks and never reveals his secrets. Few who encounter him survive to tell the tale. Most often, he descends on his target from the sky, lays waste to all who oppose him, and disappears back into the darkness of space. Yeah. So, now anyone who's seen the Transformers movie from 1986 and really pays attention, and you really have to pay attention because it's a split second that this happens, knows that he is Thundercracker reformatted. And Cyclonus is it Bombshell? Bombshell reformatted. Much to my chagrin, because I always thought it was the other way around, because it kind of made sense that he would be the Insecticon, because the Insecticons had the ability to replicate themselves, and for some reason this guy always seems to have a gang of clones, a gang of sweeps around. So I would have figured he would have been the one that was the Insecticon who turns into the funny looking surfboard, and that he would have been the Jet who turns into the cool starship. But I was wrong, and of course he was Megatron. So but I was wrong. I'm big enough to admit that I was wrong. I hate being wrong, but I was wrong. So if you have not picked up Scourge yet, well, what the hell are you waiting for? I mean, he's a great addition. Even on his own, he's a great addition to your Transformer set. He's got cool weapons. He's got a pretty cool alt mode, and it makes perfect sense. It makes perfect sense. It makes a lot more sense than turning into an upside down surfboard or ironing board or whatever kind of board you want to call it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. This is Icelip saying you should pick yourself up this guy and that guy, but probably not that guy, unless you just want to complete the set. All right, I'm out.